Oh god. Oh wow, look at that. That worked better than expected. And then I can do this. Boom! This hammer is amazing. Hey guys, it's Chedek, and today I'm bringing you the brand new Husk Warper hammer. So I need people to know that the critical rating to crit damage perks is not the optimal way to roll hammers. Hammers are the best with constructors because of kinetic overload. Kinetic overload will do way more damage than your hammer will ever do alone without it. So I need to tell you that if you're running this hammer, do not run crit damage, crit rating, and crit damage on the hammer. Run crit rating, impact, and heavy attack energy efficiency for this specific hammer. Along with this 6-perk, which I have to tell you is absolutely amazing. Also, yeah, I said something stupid, so I'm over recording it in post. So basically I was saying if you're running crit rating, crit damage, and all that, run it Obsidian. And if you're running it for the impact rolls, run it Shadow Shard. But that's stupid. Don't do that. Run the hammer Shadow Shard in general. Shadow Shard is the best way to run melee weapons because you get more damage, you get more impact, and it only costs a little bit of attack speed. And it's just best for the hammer because, you know, slow, hard hitting hammers, I feel like that's the way hammers should be played. And yeah, that's about all for this cut. We're moving on to the hero loadout that we ran with this hammer to make it absolutely amazing. Alright, so this is the hero loadout we will be using. Every single one of these heroes are obtainable right now. These 3 heroes are sci-fi heroes, and they're obtainable in the sci-fi llama that's in the store right now. This is a collection book hero that you can either obtain through regular llamas or just buying them out the collection book. And this hero is in the event store right now. And Steel Wool Sid is obtainable through the Candy Valley storyline. Once you complete it, you should have Steel Wool Sid. So if you don't use Steel Wool Sid for a hammer build, you're making a mistake. So this is why you should be using these heroes. Steel Wool Sid increases kinetic overload damage by 150%. Kinetic overload damage does 25 base energy damage. So the higher your tech stat, the higher the damage you're going to be doing. Now, kinetic overdrive makes kinetic overload occur an additional time. So if you hit one kinetic overload, you're going to do another kinetic overload. So one does 150% damage, another does 150% damage. And that goes out into a little radius, and it's all energy damage. So anything that gets hit by that energy damage will proc Plasma Arc, doing more damage, which is amazing. Knight's Impact increases hardware impact by 33%, which will in turn trigger kinetic overload. If you guys don't know how kinetic overload triggers, it triggers through knockbacks and staggers. So this is why you need impact. Crit rating is to increase the amount of times we crit, which also helps out kinetic overload. So after melee critical hits, you increase your melee impact damage by 10% for 5 seconds up to 5 stacks. So that's up to 50% more impact, which is absolutely amazing. Now, Must Protect and Energy Siphon. These two work in tandem. So this is basically our perk to heal us when we are in battle so we don't die. And with that, we can get extra damage with Must Protect. So as we're healing ourselves with our hammer is giving us extra damage, which is awesome. And then Plasma Arc, basically every energy elimination or energy damage will give us extra damage to all the husks around us. So we have the hammer 106, and we're gonna jump into a 106 mission. And then after that, I'll grind for some rain, maybe my hair will dry, and we'll do a 130 mission to see if Sid is viable, or this hammer build is viable in late game. Before that, did you know if you spam the head accessory on and off, it shows Jonesy's hair? Now, isn't that funny? Alright, launching. Alright, so let's jump right into my hammer in action. So, with this hammer, we have 3 things that can trigger energy damage, which will also have a 20% chance to do damage to nearby enemies. But what's also good about this hammer is it sucks enemies in with its heavy attack. So let's say you're in a predicament and you want to kill some husks around you really quick. This hammer will do that job. So I'm in a predicament where these husks are around me. I need to kill them really quickly. I click right click, all the husks come near me, and then Plasma Arc does the rest of the job for me. And all those husks are down within seconds. So that is why I like this hammer. And also because of the impact, I can stun blasters, well, level 100 blasters with level 106 hammer in 2 hits. Wait, no, that's the wrong hammer. 1, 2. Stunned again. Let's see what happens if we wake him back up. 1, 2. Oh, I missed. 2 hits. Stunned again. Bang. Better walk away. Yeah, you know what's good for you. Stay away from me. let's show you some more of the hammer in action. Let's go find some single target husks. Alright, while we're hunting down single target husks, let's talk about the perks we use and why we're using them. So, impact. Impact helps us trigger kinetic overload. The impact is the only thing that helps us stun and knock back husks, such as regular husks, riot shield huskies if we can luckily hit them, blasters, and smashers. Here's an example right now that we're going to show how many hits it takes to knock back or stagger a smasher. So it's already been 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits, and 6 hits, and then the smasher's staggered. If we wanted to, we could pile onto the smasher and keep hitting him, but instead we're going to hit on a blaster and see if we can stun the blaster. So it only took us 2 hits for us to stun the blaster, and then we can keep on hitting them, and once the blaster's down, there's nothing to stop us from killing all these other husks, which is pretty darn nifty and very useful for the impact perk. And now we're going to move on to a hammer without the impact perk. It took 5, 6, 7 hits or 8 hits, either 8 or 7 hits to stun the smasher, and then we can lay out into him. So that one hit saves us a lot of time and probably save our lives in the heat of the moment. So that's why I recommend using the impact perk and all that. Now let's move on to other perks such as the heavy attack efficiency perk. Now without the heavy attack efficiency perk, every heavy attack is 40 energy. But let's recharge our energy for a second, and we'll talk about what it is with the heavy attack efficiency perk. So our energy is recharged, and it takes 18 energy per heavy attack with the perk. Now, if we wanted to, we could spam the attack up to 5 times, and preferably, that's what I like to do instead of, having more critical hit damage. The critical hit damage will add more damage to our attack, essentially making it stronger, but it won't pull in the husks and essentially put them in a state where they won't be able to fight back. So that's why I run the heavy attack efficiency loadout. If you wanted to, you could change it to crit damage. It's entirely up to you, it's entirely preference, but I prefer the spamming. Now let's talk about the 6 perks. So I have 2 variations of the 6 perk. Eliminating an enemy creates an expanding ring of damage. This can only occur every 4 seconds. So basically it's kinetic overload for a 3rd time, which is kind of, it's different, but it's not different. It's kind of boring, and I wouldn't use it, and it has to be an elimination in order to trigger it. So let's just take a blaster real quick. And I didn't even get it. I didn't even get the ability. Bang. There you go. That's the ability, which is in its sense pretty nice, but I don't like that one. I like mine. The one that's on my hammer. Critical hits allow 6 little balls to pop out of an enemy, killing all of them around them or dealing damage. It depends on the damage of the perk, which is pretty nice because each of those little energy balls can trigger plasma orb, so I could do a lot of AOE damage. See, you hit those 2, nice. Now it can hit him even from farther away, which is also really nice, and it also triggers with this the right click ability, the heavy attack. Bang, all that juice. Well, it didn't trigger it there, but we could try it again. Let's just not kill the encampment so we can try it again. Now we are trying it again. Spawn up the bad boys. I'm just gonna wait. I would definitely get a critical hit from this heavy attack. Heavy attacks do trigger critical hits, by the way, so it's pretty nice. Boop, bam, all of them are dead. Now let's try the same thing with the ring and show you that it's not really much of a difference. But so yeah, it's not really, but we're gonna still try it just to show you guys. And now the ring. Wake up. Put on a little makeup. Why'd you leave the keys up on the table? Yeah. Ba-boop. Ba-boop. Same thing, pretty much. You basically kill the husks in general. So it's entirely up to you. Heavy attack still does the same thing. 6 perk doesn't really matter. But yeah, so 6 perk doesn't really matter, I guess. Now let's move on to the 130 mission and see if this build is still good in high level zones. I doubt it, but let's try it anyways. Now take this with a grain of salt. So this is a power level 126 deliver the bomb mission with power level 132 husks. And in these high level missions, husk scaling is quite crazy. The damage they can do is insane. Those mini husks can take up to 10% of my HP with one hit, and that is phenomenal. So of course I'm going to die really quickly, but at least I tried. I could show you how melee builds just don't work in high level missions. So I recommend in any mission level 100 under, you can use this build and have fun with it. Otherwise, it is bad. Alright, so that's it for this hammer. One last thing. This 5th perk is entirely up to preference, so if you do want to change it to crit damage, feel free. Personally, I like the heavy attack energy efficiency, so I can spam the heavy attack and do all that suction cup black hole damage. And yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed my content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.